Hello and welcome to Michigan Business Talk. My name is Mike Doctor. I want to thank you for joining us. No matter where you're joining us, no matter how you're listening, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you are stumbling across us on Apple Podcasts or Google Play, or you said, Alexa, play Michigan Business Talk on Apple Podcasts. Alexa, stop. Don't do that. All right. Alexa was actually about to do that because it's there, and that's awesome. And so we're excited. I'm excited for you guys to continue learning from some of the great Michigan business leaders. I just want to thank you for being a part of this. I want to thank you for being so supportive of the project, for sending me messages on Instagram, on Facebook, emails, going to my website, and just giving all the feedback you have so far. I really appreciate that. It's going to be an exciting year. And I'm glad that you have decided to spend some of your time with us. We're super grateful for that. And because of that, we're going to continue bringing you guys great content. We're going to continue bringing you guys great interviews. I've had a lot of really cool conversations to set some stuff up here over the next couple of weeks and going into the beginning of the year and the beginning of 2020. Some great Detroit business leaders. There's going to be some great education and thought leaders who have a plethora of experience in Michigan business and international business, and also educating both students and adults to get to the next level. So it's going to be super cool, and I'm just so excited to continue bringing you guys that value. And this is going to be and will continue to be a sponsor-free podcast. And the reason I decided to do that was after talking with my friend Blaine Fan, who you guys have probably listened to that episode already. He had said that his podcast is sponsor-free, and the reason for it is because you guys deserve more than 7 minutes worth of advertising, and you guys deserve more value. And I loved what he communicated with that, and basically just said, my podcast is always going to be sponsor free, because if I have to give minutes to sponsors, then I take minutes away from what people are choosing consciously to fill their brains with, which is the value that we're trying to provide here. So I'm super excited to keep this sponsor free. The way that you guys can help support is to rate this highly, hopefully, right? And definitely share it, like it, tell your friends about it, tell your friends and coworkers about it, tell your business leaders about it. And if you have a business leader that you think would be great on this show, let me know. Send me an email. Go to my website at mikedoctor.com and take a look. So the only thing I ask from you guys is engagement, right? Let's be a part of this together. Let's have some fun. I don't have any systems or packages or anything like that to sell y'all. I just want to bring some great value to you guys. And as we're looking at 2020 and we're looking at goals and looking at, the process of actually achieving those goals, I just wanted to give you guys some thoughts on the actual process of going from point A to point Z. A lot of people get really, really freaked out when they set these goals, and a lot of people don't set goals because they've never really thought about how to actually achieve them. And there's all different kinds of ways that you can go. There's acronyms, there's SMART goals, right? Which is great, right? Simple, measurable, time sensitive, realistic. Those are great acronyms to remember. Achievable, right? Great acronyms to help you remember the different components of a goal. But at the end of the day, you still need to execute, right? You still need to put in the work and the effort and make all those little decisions. And that process of discipline is really, really hard. And I think that process of discipline is what keeps people from really going down that track. I see it with students, I see it with clients, and there's a certain few people who actually can fall in love with that process. And you hear about that a lot. You hear Gary Vee talk about that, you hear Tom Bilyeu talk about that, all these different thought leaders, and really talk about how you can be motivated all day long, and you can go to a seminar and you can go to all these things and feel good, and you can get the rah-rah. But the rah-rah doesn't actually change anything. It's just a feeling. What changes and what actually changes your results is the absolutely minuscule things that you continue to do day after day after day when the rah-rah wears off, right? When the rah-rah is gone, what are those things that you're continuing to do? The things that you're doing maybe to achieve your goals that's not in the midst of your workday. Maybe it's the things that you're doing between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., right? And even, a little bit more micro still, if you got a family, maybe it's the things you're doing between 10:30 p.m. when everybody's asleep and 7 a.m. the next morning when everybody else wakes up and is ready to go. What are the things that you're doing day after day after day that are helping you get to those goals? If you have big goals, that's awesome. If you want to make, $100,000 more this year, maybe you want to have a better marriage, a more fulfilled marriage. Maybe you want to have more of a closer relationship with your creator, right? And all of these things take time. They take effort. They take meditation. They take reflection. They take step by step. They take being aware too. Journaling is a huge thing that people who consistently achieve their goals always they keep track of them. They journal, and it doesn't have to be anything official. You can just start writing stuff down just on your notepad on your phone. We have so much amazing technology now where if we have a thought, we can just record it. We can just put it down. Start a video diary for yourself. Keep yourself accountable. Keep yourself motivated. Make sure that you are doing those things over and over and over again. Find out what it is that you really truly want. When you set those goals, when you set those big, amazing, huge dream type things, 2020 is going to be the year. It's going to be the time that everything changes. Those are great thoughts and those are great feelings, but how many other years have you said that? How many other times have you attempted to make that change? How many other times have you attempted to go through the process of really, truly achieving a goal, and you were serious about it when you said it? And even though other people laughed at you, you were serious about it, and you knew, and you were going to do it, and this time was going to be different, and all these other things. But then, the rah-rah wears off. But then, you don't have the same feeling you had when you were motivated, when you had that first salad, or when you made that first networking connection, or you wanted to increase your business, and so, you went out and started shaking hands and doing stuff the old school way. And you didn't have the results that you wanted initially after the first couple months, and you quit. I quit. I've done it. Everybody does it. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying I'm any better than you guys. Why do you think I'm recording this? To keep myself accountable this year, to actually do it. I wasn't even going to record one of these this year. I dropped the first two for you guys early. I wasn't initially going to do it until January 1st, and now it's Christmas week, and you guys got 2 good episodes out there, interview series out there. Well, guess what? You guys need more content. I got to carve out time. I got to make sure I do it too. I got to make sure I stay consistent, because if I don't stay consistent, then what's the point? What's the point of even starting if you're not going to stay consistent? There's so many amazing things that you guys are capable of. There's so many amazing things that you guys can do. There's so many amazing things there's so many positive things that you can affect if you really, truly want to. And I know a lot of you do this year. I know a lot of you really want to make a change this year, and you really want to have a different 2020 than you had 2019 or 2018. Or you want to go back to one of those glorious years. Maybe it was 2012 for you, right? That was your best year, right? Or a lot of us real estate people back in 2005 and 2006. Well, guess what? Those days aren't here. You got to recreate those days. You got to work. You got to create this, just like Blaine says, you got to create the circumstances that allow what you want to unfold naturally. Create the circumstances that allow what you want to unfold naturally. That takes work. That takes doing a whole lot of little things right consistently and persistently, even when you don't want to do it, even when it's super boring, even when it really sucks. It takes you falling in love with that process and knowing that these little things matter. Another really great mentor and connection of mine, Mr. Wesley Gu, he always used to say something that was pretty cool, and I'm sure he still says it when he teaches, but a ton of feathers still weighs a ton. All the little things you do add up. All the little things you do put yourself in a position to win or move you backwards. All the little things. Are you drinking a cup of coffee instead of eating that snack? Right? Are you going for that extra walk? Are you taking that extra lap? Are you staying that extra 5 minutes on all of those little things add up, man. Are you making that extra phone call? Are you producing that one extra piece of content? All the little things add up, and you can execute on these things, guys. You absolutely can. So here's some tips. Here's what you can do, right? A couple quick things. We're at 10 minutes now. And here's some stuff that you can do right now, right today, in this next week to be able to start seeing some results on these. First of all, write your goals down. Write your goals down. Go to Barnes & Noble tonight. You're going to be out anyway, or Target, or wherever the heck you're going. You're going to go out. You're going to do some last minute shopping. So go ahead and do it and get yourself a little journal. Just the little Moleskine things. They're not expensive. They're not big. Just a little journal. And that's now your goals journal. And write down your goal. And then write down the top 2 things, just 2. The top 2 things that you can do every single day to ensure that you can hit this big goal. And you can continue to reverse engineer it throughout that and think of the other things that are a part of it. But you need to analyze if you want to see the results. You need to hold yourself accountable. And then every day, whether you hit it or not, don't make it a shame journal. Make it a goal journal. Don't feel shame with this stuff. Make it valuable for you. Make it something that you can learn and grow from. That's the whole point of this stuff, guys, is you learn and you grow. That's why you fall in love with the process, not necessarily because of your results, but because of who you become in the midst of actually being disciplined and actually holding yourself accountable, and the things that you can learn and what you can learn about actually, seeing results and being productive and finding that efficiency and then carrying that on to the next level. That's huge. Those are the things that you're going to start to reflect on as you start keeping yourself accountable. So get yourself a journal, write down your goal for 2020, and every single day, just write down 2 things you can do for that day. When you wake up in the morning, 2 things that you can do, just 2, every single day to help you achieve that goal. And then at the end of the day, if you did those 2 things, write down your results. And if you do that over and over and over again, those little things will add up, because guess what? The things you do yesterday might not be the same things that you have to do today to get you into that next spot. And it's going to start to add up. Let me know how I can help, guys. I'm very excited for 2020. I'm super grateful that you guys are listening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following me. I'm excited about some of the interviews we have coming up here. Mike Dykstra is coming on. He is the president of Zeeland Lumber. We're scheduling a time after the first of the year to get him on for a great interview for you. For those of you who don't know his story, it's super cool. He was with me as we went through our cohort for our executive MBA together. He has a great story. I'm excited about him. Lisa Howes from Detroit is going to be coming on after the first of the year. She used to work for the city of Detroit with Mayor Duggan and helping on a lot of the redevelopment projects, and now is helping shape the future of Davenport University in Detroit. So I'm really excited for that. And again, more thought leaders and more people. So please like and share this podcast. Please like and share these videos. I'm going to continue bringing you guys great content. Again, as always, we are sponsor free, and we're excited to remain sponsor free, and we're excited to continue bringing you guys great content, great interviews, and hopefully some great tips that can help you build your business. Let me know how I can help. Reach out to me. I'm very reachable, very accessible. My website, MikeDoctor.com. And again, follow on Insta. We got all kinds of great stuff, great content that's coming out on there. All the different platforms have different things. So you can find me on LinkedIn, find me on Twitter, find me everywhere else. And I'm excited to continue, again, bringing you guys this content. And I'm excited for you guys to continue to grow in 2020. So have an awesome time with family this week. Be safe. Enjoy. Give them a hug. And have fun with Santa and everybody else. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a beautiful week here. And wherever you guys are, I hope it's beautiful weather too. It's probably not as nice as it is for Michigan. It's not even that great. It's just feels great because it's not 20 degrees and cold. So thank you again, guys. Very excited about what's coming up. Thank you for listening and spending your valuable time with us. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.